Gentlemen, let me be honest with you. If you're over 60 and you still approach self-stimulation the same way you did in your 30s, you could be quietly damaging your circulation, straining your prostate, and dulling your nerves without realizing it. I've spent over 25 years as a urologist helping men rebuild their confidence and restore healthy function. And one thing I've learned is this: the way you take care of your intimate health must evolve with age, or your body will force you to change later. This isn't something most doctors talk about, but it's something every man over 60 deserves to know, because safe self-stimulation after 60 can either support your vitality or quietly erode it over time. The difference lies in three things: your technique, your timing, and your awareness. In this video, I'll break down the three most dangerous mistakes men over 60 make when it comes to self-stimulation, the early warning signs that mean your prostate nerves or circulation might already be under stress, and the step-by-step care method that helps men enjoy self-stimulation safely while actually improving their health instead of harming it. Now, let's make one thing clear. The act itself is not harmful. In fact, when done the right way, it can protect your prostate, enhance blood flow, and preserve confidence and relaxation. The real danger is doing it the same old way, ignoring how your body has changed with age. Because your body at 60 isn't built like it was at 30. Testosterone levels have dropped and the decline accelerates each decade. Blood vessels lose elasticity, making circulation slower and less efficient. Nerve endings take longer to respond. That's why sensitivity feels different. And your recovery time, what doctors call the refractory period, stretches from minutes to days. When you ignore these biological changes and push your body the same way, you're not. Why old habits can quietly harm your body maintaining your health. You're breaking it down. I've seen men lose years of sensitivity and function simply because they didn't adapt. But here's the good news. When you do adapt, when you treat self-stimulation as part of your overall health routine, it becomes one of the most effective tools for keeping your circulation, hormones, and confidence strong after 60. So stay with me, because in a moment I'll reveal the first major mistake most men make and how to correct it before it causes lasting harm. Before we move forward, I want to hear from you. Have you noticed changes in sensitivity, recovery, or comfort compared to your younger years? Drop your answer in the comments. Your experience might help another man watching right now. I'm Dr. Jennifer Morgan, and this is Men Over 50 Vitality, where we talk openly about men's health, circulation, prostate wellness, and confidence, all backed by medical science. Now let's dive into mistake number 1, the habit that silently damages more men than you'd ever imagine. Let's start with one of the most damaging mistakes I see in men over 60. It's something that can quietly destroy sensitivity and circulation without any obvious warning signs. As sensitivity fades with age, many men instinctively tighten their grip or apply more pressure just to feel something. But from a medical perspective, that is exactly the wrong approach. The penis contains delicate erectile tissue called the corpus callosum, which fills with blood during arousal. How aging changes your hormones, circulation, and nerves surrounding it are small blood vessels and nerve pathways that make healthy function possible. When you apply too much pressure, you compress those vessels, limit blood flow, and irritate the nerves that control sensation. Over time, this can lead to what doctors call pressure-induced neuropathy, nerve damage caused by repetitive strain. I've treated men who developed partial numbness simply because they used too much force for too long. Some even lost the ability to respond to lighter touch, meaning they could only feel anything with extreme pressure. That becomes a cycle of frustration that damages both health and confidence. The fix is surprisingly simple. Start with the lightest touch that still produces sensation. If it feels weak, don't grip harder. Slow down. Give your nerves 60 to 90 seconds to respond. Think of it as warming up an old instrument. You don't slam the keys. You let the sound tune itself. Use your whole hand to distribute pressure evenly. You're encouraging circulation, not forcing reaction. The second mistake men make is frequency. Many believe that frequent release keeps the prostate healthy. While that's partly true, frequency matters more than most realize. Your prostate produces about a third of your seminal fluid, and after 60 it needs much longer to replenish. When you stimulate yourself too often, Daily or even multiple times a day, you're forcing that small gland to overwork. This leads to inflammation, discomfort, and over time can contribute to prostate enlargement. It also affects your hormones. Frequent stimulation disrupts your mistake number 1, using too much pressure testosterone rhythm, leaving you feeling tired or emotionally flat. In my clinical experience, most men over 60 feel their best when they allow 48 to 72 hours between sessions. This gives the prostate time to recover hormones, time to rebalance, and nerves time to recharge. Many of my patients who reduced their frequency actually found that each experience became stronger, more satisfying, and left them with better energy the next day. After 60, it's no longer about quantity, it's about quality. The third mistake is skipping lubrication. Many men think it's optional, but it's not. As testosterone declines, the body produces less natural fluid for protection. The skin becomes thinner and more fragile, and friction that once felt harmless can now cause microscopic tears. Those tiny, invisible tears create entry points for bacteria, which can lead to infection or chronic irritation. Over time, this friction can also cause mild scarring, reducing sensitivity permanently. The medical fix is simple. Always use a high-quality water-based lubricant without artificial fragrance or harsh chemicals. Apply it early before friction starts and reapply as needed. Products like Good Clean Love Alocadabra or KY Naturals are excellent options. Avoid oil-based products if you ever use condoms because oil weakens latex. To sum it up, these are the 3 mistakes I see most often. Too much pressure damages nerves and circulation. Too much frequency strains your prostate and hormones. And no lubrication causes irritation and infection. Each one on its own can create long-term issues. But together, they can quietly dismantle your vitality and confidence. In the next part, I'll show you how to mistake number 2, doing it too often for your age, reverse that damage, and build a healthy, sustainable practice I call the CARE method. This simple step-by-step approach will show you how to position yourself safely, how to protect your nerves, and how to make safe self-stimulation after 60. A true health benefit for your prostate, your circulation, and your confidence. So stay with me. This next part could change the way you think about your body for good. Now that you understand what not to do, let me show you how to do it right. I teach my patients something I call the CARE method. It's a simple science-based protocol that makes self-stimulation safe, comfortable, and beneficial for circulation, prostate function, and nerve health. The first step is cleanliness and comfort. Always begin in a clean, private, relaxed environment. Wash your hands. Make sure your skin is dry and avoid sitting on hard surfaces. Sitting on a firm chair or edge of a bed for long periods can compress the pelvic nerves and restrict blood flow. The best position for most men is slightly reclined or lying on your side, where your body weight isn't pressing down on sensitive areas. This simple adjustment prevents numbness and helps your circulation stay open and healthy. The next part is appropriate technique. Apply lubricant first. This is not optional after 60. Remember that your skin is thinner and more delicate than it used to be. So, friction that felt harmless in your 30s can now cause small tears. Use a gentle, steady rhythm. Avoid gripping too tightly or forcing stimulation. Let arousal build gradually. Many men are surprised to find that slowing down actually increases sensitivity because it gives the nerves more time to respond. Use your entire hand to spread pressure evenly. Switch hands occasionally to prevent repetitive strain on one side. Some men prefer using a soft sleeve device designed for older users. Which mistake, number 3, skipping lubrication and causing irritation, helps reduce pressure while maintaining even stimulation. The third step is respecting timing and recovery. This means allowing enough time both during and between sessions. Do not rush. A healthy session can take 15 to 20 minutes. Your goal is not speed, but relaxation and healthy blood flow. Let arousal rise and fall in waves. This pattern improves circulation and prevents overstimulation. After each session, give your body at least 48 to 72 hours before repeating. This recovery window allows the prostate to rest, hormones to rebalance, and nerves to recharge. Many men notice that following this rhythm restores energy and improves the quality of their experience. The final step is to evaluate constantly. Pay attention to how your body feels during and after. If you notice discomfort, burning, or numbness that lasts more than a few hours, that's a warning sign. Persistent pain, swelling, or unusual discharge means it's time to see a urologist. Never ignore sudden changes in sensation, color, or recovery time. These small details are your body's way of communicating. Early attention prevents lasting damage. When practiced with care, self-stimulation after 60 becomes part of a healthy wellness routine. It supports prostate drainage, encourages blood flow, and helps maintain nerve function. It can even help men stress and sleep better by naturally balancing hormones like prolactin and oxytocin. This isn't about chasing performance, it's about staying connected to your body and understanding what it needs at this stage of life. Think of it as maintenance, not testing. You're giving your body a signal that it's still active, still capable, and still deserving of care. In my 25 years as the Care Method Explained step-by-step urologist, I've seen that men horseback their body's changing rhythm age with far greater confidence. They rarely face the chronic inflammation or nerve fatigue I see in those who ignore these changes. So as you move forward, remember this. Keep it clean. Keep it gentle, respect your timing, and always listen to your body. That's the Care Method in action. Coming up next, I'll share real patient stories, men who made these small changes and completely transformed their energy, circulation, and confidence in just a few months. Their results might surprise you. Stay with me. Let me tell you about two of my patients who completely changed how they cared for their intimate health after 60. Their results were remarkable. Not because of medicine or surgery, but because they finally learned to listen to their bodies. One of them, Robert, was 67 when he first came to my office. He said, "Doctor, I think I've lost my spark." He wasn't talking about confidence or attraction. He meant sensitivity. He told me he had to apply so much pressure just to feel anything that he sometimes ended up sore afterward. He thought it was normal aging. But after examining him, I found signs of mild nerve compression and poor circulation. We didn't prescribe medication. Instead, I taught him the Care Method. Within 3 weeks of changing his routine using lighter touch, slowing down, and spacing his sessions out, he noticed something incredible. He said, "It's like I woke up a part of me that was asleep for years." His sensitivity returned. He slept better, and he stopped feeling that heavy, drained sensation that used to follow. What happened to Robert is something I've seen many times. When you treat your body gently and give it time to recover, the nerves and blood vessels respond positively. Circulation improves and your confidence naturally comes back. Another patient, Thomas, was 72. He was a retired engineer who tracked everything blood pressure, pulse, diet. But when it came to intimate wellness, he admitted he had ignored his body for years. He practiced daily stimulation without rest, no lubrication, and said afterward he often felt pelvic tightness and bladder discomfort. He assumed it was just aging, but it wasn't. His prostate was inflamed, and his pelvic muscles were how to practice safely for circulation and prostate health under constant tension. We worked on a new schedule every 3 days, always with proper lubrication, always in a comfortable position. Within 2 months, the pressure sensation disappeared. His urination improved, and he told me I didn't realize how much tension I was carrying until it finally went away. That's what this is really about. These men didn't need drastic changes. They needed awareness, patience, and a healthier relationship with their own bodies. I often compare the male body at 60 to a classic car. You can't floor the accelerator the way you did when it was brand new. You have to warm it up, check the oil, and drive with care. When you respect the engine, it will run beautifully for decades. But if you ignore the maintenance, it eventually breaks down. Safe self-stimulation after 60 works the same way. When done properly, it becomes part of your maintenance, keeping your circulation flowing, your prostate healthy, and your nerves active. It's not about proving performance. It's about preserving health. Men who learn this early often tell me they feel calmer, sleep better, and even think more clearly. That's because healthy circulation supports everything. Your hormones, your brain, your mood, your energy. What you're doing for your private health reflects throughout your entire body. So, if you've been struggling with reduced sensitivity, discomfort, or fatigue after self-stimulation, remember Robert and Thomas. Their stories prove that change is possible at any age. You don't need to stop. You need to adapt. In the next part, I'll summarize everything we've learned today, share the key takeaways, real patient stories and transformations after 60, and give you my final advice for keeping your prostate circulation and confidence strong for years to come. Stay with me until the end, because one final reminder can make all the difference in how you care for yourself moving forward. If you've made it this far, you already understand more about your body than most men ever will. And that knowledge alone gives you an incredible advantage, because what we've talked about today isn't just about pleasure or habit. It's about protecting your health, your confidence, and your long-term vitality. Let's quickly recap what we've learned. First, the way you approach self-stimulation at 60 cannot be the same as it was in your 30s or 40s. Your body has changed your hormones, your nerves, your blood flow, and pretending it hasn't only creates problems. Second, we exposed the 3 biggest mistakes that quietly harm men over 60: using too much pressure, doing it too often, and skipping lubrication. Each of these can cause damage on its own, but together they can drain your circulation, irritate your prostate, and dull your nerves. Third, we learned how to fix those mistakes using the CARE method. Keeping things clean and comfortable, using appropriate technique, respecting timing and recovery, and constantly evaluating how your body feels. This method isn't complicated. It's simple science. When you treat your body with respect, it responds with strength. And finally, we saw how small adjustments brought powerful results for real men like Robert and Thomas. They didn't need pills, gadgets, or drastic changes. They simply learned to slow down, use proper care, and listen to final recap and doctors' closing advice their bodies. And in return, they gained sensitivity, energy, and confidence. If there's one thing I want you to take away from this video, it's this safe self-stimulation. After 60 isn't just acceptable. It's healthy when done correctly. It helps your circulation supports your prostate, reduces stress, and maintains nerve function. You're not just maintaining a habit, you're maintaining your health. Your body is not broken. It's simply asking for a different kind of attention. Respect it, work with it, and it will serve you well for decades to come. So as you go forward, remember the formula. Slower, gentler, less frequent, and always with care. Think of this as part of your total wellness routine. No shame, no rush, no pressure, just balance. If you found this conversation helpful, give this video a like and subscribe to Men Over 50 Vitality. We talk about the real issues men face: circulation, prostate health, hormones, and confidence without the noise, without embarrassment, and always backed by medical science. And before we close, let me remind you this video is for educational purposes only. It does not replace medical advice. Every man's body is unique. If you experience pain, significant changes, or ongoing discomfort, please consult your healthcare provider. Your well-being deserves professional, personalized care. I'm Dr. Jennifer Morgan. Thank you for watching, for taking care of yourself, and for being part of this growing community of men who choose to age with confidence, strength, and respect for their bodies. I'll see you in the next